Well, hi. We're going to talk a little bit today about certifications and just the general requirements of keeping them and stuff. You notice I've been on a CompTIA kick lately. I wanted to see how many of these I could get rather easily in a short period of time. So, in the last year and a half, I've gotten quite a few. So, I'm going to be learning how to manage and maintain those. And we're going to show you a few things here in that regard. Now, there's others. So, for example, Amazon Web Services. That is one that you have to retake the test in order to be recertified. And it kind of makes sense because Amazon changes so often in every couple of years. So that's the same with Red Hat, Certified System Administrator. So my AWS Cloud Practitioner and Solutions Architect recently expired. My Red Hat is expiring. So these are ones that they are hard to keep up. Um, CompTIA, I'm pretty sure, looks like most of these can be renewed um, without having to retake the test. CISSP and GISP, these are pretty hard tests, expensive ones, and they allow for continuing education. And that also looks like what CompTIA is allowing. Anyway, so let's look at a few things. First of all, Credibly, great place to one-stop shopping for all your badges. It's just a great thing. CompTIA certifications. So they have a nice Cert Metrics CompTIA site, and here you can see when you got your certification, when it became active, and if you notice here, continuing education's requirements met. So if I've met the continuing education requirements, the expiration changes. Okay, so you see this one I got in January. Oh, let's see. This is February. This is May. So 2022, it expires in 25. This expires now in 28. So as I meet the continuing education requirements, it pushes out the expiration. The thought is there that if you're continuing to learn, they don't have to retest you. Um, so uh, anyway, it's just one of the ways to renew things. So stackable certs, it looks like they also have the date, the updated, the expiration. But if you look here, this expiration is pretty far out. Um, in fact, these three are pretty far out. Um, anyway, so I expect that these are just being tied back to these normal certifications. And if these certifications have been extended, then those others are extended as well, since these are just stackable. And then, of course, there's a continuing education. And this is where I expect I would submit CPUs or continuing education units. So CEUs, and apply them to different things. And of course, they have fees here. So I need to understand the fees for CompTIA. Anyway, lots here. So let's talk about ISC squared. ISC squared is the CISSP. So there's an annual maintenance fee for ISC squared for the CISSP of $125. So in fact, that's coming due for me. I have already met my CPE status. So you had continuing education units for CISSP, it's CPE. So continuing professional education or something like that is what CPE stands for. Anyway, you have a portal to add new CPEs, and they have to get approved. You have to have documentation in case you're audited that you actually complete these, and I'm fine there. So if we look at credibly, that was this one right here. GIAC is another one. So, and I have the GISP, GIAC Information Security Professional. So GIAC, they have their own. Now, I'm not going to show you as much here. I couldn't do it without showing you some things that may be sensitive. So the other ones I was able to find things, but there is a way to manage the renewal of your CPEs here. There's also costs for this one. So they all cost different. There's different ways to renew them. I do like the idea of not having to retake the tests, but some of the things that I can submit for continuing professional education for the CISSP might not work for the GIAC certification. And then some of the things I submit for CompTIA might not work for either of those. So it just depends. So make sure that you understand what continuing education units or continuing professional education works for your certifications, and if your certification even allows that, or if you just have to take a test. Once again, looking at these, if you look, CompTIA are all general certifications. They're not specific to a certain technology. But the ones that are specific to a certain technology, Red Hat, Amazon Web Services, those are ones that I can't do continuing education for. CISSP and GISP are not specific to a technology. They are general broad knowledge for industry knowledge, not how a specific thing works. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that helps you understand as well the reason why some certifications, like Red Hat, Amazon Web Services, you have to retake the test because they're just changing, where the others are broad understanding of the knowledge for the industry or networking in general. Anyway, hope this is helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.